Hello everyone, this is Joe for Soft Corners, and for today's video, going to continue on with showing off my Tony Gwynn cards. This time we're at 1990 for the year. A little bit different this time. This is the first year I've done it with. I went through beforehand and cataloged everything in TCDB before I did this, so had a little bit better understanding of some of the sets and some of the variations, which probably some of the knowing, some of the variations and print differences and stuff like that, really get the full number of unique cards and just, like I said, get a better understanding, so I knew what the names of each card and set were. So I did that, and a lot of fun, a whole lot of work. Like, this is, I should have looked total number of cards. I'm not sure what's here, but ended up being 53 unique, I believe, which I thought I originally had 50 unique or 49. So, got to find a couple more there, but we'll get started. So this might be one of my favorite ones. This is from Baseball Card Magazine, and pretty thin stock here, but this was, I believe, a three-panel, a panel of 3 cards that was from the magazine, obviously in the 1969 Topps design. And I just measured it up. It felt like a bigger card, being that's from a panel, probably hand cut out, but does measure up to, pretty much measure right up to a standard card, so not taller. Felt like it might have been, but yeah, right off the bat, definitely one of my favorite ones. Love the backs there. I believe when I was putting in, I looked, the full panel is Tony, Eric Davis, and Will Clark, so that would be a really cool one to maybe look to get the full panel of. Next we have the Space Bowman card. There's a Bowman Tiffany, don't have that one yet. And 2 from the classic set. It's this base card here, and this one, which is a variation with Will Clark. It says NL Hit Kings. I believe the standard one says Clark and Gwynn on the front. So next, really cool here, we have the collectabooks. So I never actually owned any of these, heard about them, never saw any in person, or just really cool, Definitely love my card backs and as much as you can get on there, but can never fit quite as much as that. Definitely with all the pictures there, so cool picture on the back there, so it's a really neat one. All right, this was where entering the cards got to be probably the biggest headache, is with 90 Donruss. So these look like 4 of the same cards. These 2 are, so there it'll say 1989 Leaf Incorporated. All right, so the variation is Leaf, comma, ink, dot. And then the other one is Leaf, comma, ink, no dot. So I have 2 of each of those. Looking at this fine print, and then also, so for this, there's also a pack border and factory set border, and I think it honestly comes down to the little splotches of paint on the side here, as best I could tell by the pictures. Um, and it's a little bit difficult even with the same card differentiating, because if the centering is not perfect, then some of these dots are not there. So um, yeah, definitely interesting. Okay, let's see. So this one, there's two different backs. I think this is an error version with recent Major League performance above the stat line. And these are all the same. So 4 of these with, again, leaf, comma, ink, period. But then there's the corrected version where it says All-Star Game performance above the stat line. And for this, I have 3 of the leaf, comma, ink, period, and 1 leaf, comma, ink, no period. Same thing with this, the MVP card. I have 3, and the, again, leaf, comma, ink, period, and then 2, the leaf, comma, ink. Actually, no, 3 and 3, so I have 3 of each. So when I heard people, looking at the different variations, and I thought I don't need to get that far into it, but if it gets you a couple extra unique cards, I don't know. I was really getting into it, and like I said, definitely tough to see the fine print, but I don't know. It's fun overall. So next, this is the, I believe, National League's Best, it's called. I love seeing these just because, I mean, we've all seen the base 90 Donruss cards, over and over again in the red. But when it just breaks it up and you see it with this blue, it definitely puts a different spin on it and enjoy it a lot more. Alright, so we're into Flair now. And okay, so we have 7 of these. This is just the base Flair. I don't believe there's any variations of that. Then we have 2 box bottoms. Definitely really different colored backs on these, but did not appear that there's any variation for it, so I don't know if just variation of the cardboard used. We have the Flair Baseball MVPs. This is Flair Canadian. See here on the back, printed in Canada, as opposed to printed in USA on the bottom of the regular one. Then the Flair League Leaders. Like I said, I should have did this earlier, and of course going to go back through and do this with the years I've already showed. Don't know if I'll do another video, but just, to catalog everything, going to do it. But going forward, definitely going to do this for every year. It's a pretty cool one here, Jumbo California Sunflower Seeds. I believe 11, might actually be 13 of this leaf card here. No variations of this. Good stack of those there. This is listed as MSA. I forget what it. I know it's put out by the MLBPA. Just 1990 All-American Baseball Team. These I actually didn't find right away either, because I'm used to, most of the years I believe said O-Pee-Chee. There's a run of years there that said it, but still just says Tops on the front. On the bottom here, O-Pee-Chee printed in Canada. So there's the league leaders. Shout out, I wanted to give a shout out in the beginning, but we'll do it here. It's perfect timing for it, to Shane over at Shoebox Legends. This is the set that started all for him, and just never come across anybody that loves 1990 Tops as much as Shane does, but just really cool. And always, can never see a 90 Tops, or, well, these are the O-Pee-Chees, but you'll see the Tops later, but can never see these cards without thinking of him now. And then here is the base image. Really love that image. And again, the O-Pee-Chee. So, really like those. This is pretty cool. This is Pacific Candy. Tony Gwynn had his own candy bar, I guess. Tony Gwynn base hit candy bar. Let's see, net weight 1.5 ounces, milk chocolate bar. Available at fine stores. I had to laugh. Still watching it, but John and Don, the two collectors, one hobby, interviewing Jake right now, and he gave him the nickname Johnny Boggs. So Tony Gwynn represented by John Boggs and Association. So just made me laugh when I saw the John Boggs there. And then also have the wrapper from the candy bar. Let me know in the comments if, I'm sure it was probably regional, I would imagine. If you ever enjoyed a Tony Gwynn candy bar, Tony Gwynn base hit candy bar. So cool to have the wrapper with that. 3 of the postcards. Really nice back on that, nice glossy surface on those. 3 of the base scorecards. Back. 3 of the, I believe this is a Dream Team. Yep. 3 of those. And then the Score Superstars. And we have, I believe there's 9 of these, 9 different images. The Star Platinum here. This one has his minor league stats on it. This one has his major league stats. Nice shot of his swing there. It also says 1 of 1,000 sets on these, so. Here's postseason stats. All-star stats. So as I was putting these in, I was looking at the images. I did not even look that much at what each one was labeled as, and the backs, really cool to break it down. Here's a career best. So shows his career highs for seasons at that point and for a game. Yeah, really digging these. That's really cool. Can never fit all that on one card. NL batting champ. And won it 4 times at that point. 200 plus hits 4 times. This one is just personal data. And then it's kind of like a base one here, and just says San Diego. Has the Padres logo on the back. So those are really cool. Also, kind of an orangish, well, goldish look on the front, at the back. Shout out to Sammy over at SFI Sports Cards. I know he loves seeing yellow on cards, so got that there. This is Shank's collection, Future Hall of Famers. I believe on this it just said unlicensed next to it, but it does have the Padres hat on, so it's interesting. Here you saw the images earlier, the O-Pee-Chee. Here we have 4 of the All-Stars. And 5 of the base image. Like I said, really love this image. This is the glossy All-Star Collector's Edition. I believe this is the send-in one. And then this is the commemorative set edition. 2 of those, the All-Star. It's the Bazooka. Really love that one. The red, white, and blue colors of the Bazooka. I love the back on that one. Really like that one. Here's the KB Kings. Shout out again to Sammy. Just showed off Ricky Henderson from this set. And when I was putting these in too, really unique there too with the purple candy stripe back. As I was putting these in, at first I wasn't thinking, that went by the K's and didn't see them at all, but they are actually the Topps cards. So as I got down the list, we're there then. Here's the Kmart Superstars, same way with this one. Here's the mini league leaders. All right, stickers we have. It's Willie Randolph and I can't think of it. I know the last name's Pettis. I know somebody's gonna know it right away in the comments, but then have the Tony Gwynn back there. And then have the Tony Gwynn. Look at that with the bend in the bat. The Mike Scioscia Superstar back. It's really interesting putting these in, cataloging, just seeing all the different variations. And here's the Tony Gwynn foil front. The Andre Dawson back. So some of these, there's like 3 or 4 different players on the back, so it'd be cool to try and get some of those. This I believe called the TV All-Stars. Like that design, colors on there. 2 of these, this is US playing cards. Jack of Diamonds. Like I said, really neat. It's all these different cards are on there. Haven't found anything yet that I had to submit myself. We'll see if I come up on any of that. Have a 11, I believe, here, all the same, of no variations of this. So the 90 upper deck. Always love the upper decks with the second picture on the back. Really cool one here with the Wonder Bread stars. And last, but this is not actually from this year. I had it sorted in with 90 because it says 90 score on the back, but this is actually from 89 score. So just wanted to show it because I didn't show it in 89. I'll put it in, already check marked it on the TCDB, but I have to put it in with the 89s then. But so that's it. Forgot to put any up in the back besides that one, but like I said, that might be my favorite one. And I might have to look for that panel with Eric Davis and Will Clark also on it. That might be really cool to have that. But let me know if you enjoyed. You know, I feel personally, going through it, I knew what I was talking about a little bit better after putting them in TCDB first and finding out a little bit more about the sets and what the sets actually are. So I think that adds a lot to this. Let me know your thoughts on that. Let me know if you ever had a Tony Gwynn candy bar. So we'll see you next time on here with 1991. And thank you everyone for watching. And just remember, any card can be a great looking card, even if it has 4 soft corners. Thank you.